Hey everyone, Restless Gardener here, outside in the garden again today. The weather has changed dramatically in the last, just since Saturday. Today's Tuesday, so Sunday, Monday, and today, it's much cooler, no humidity, so it's a nice day to be outside, and actually that means we can start planting again. So, of course, what did I do when I was at work yesterday? I bought more plants. I haven't bought anything recently because I've cut back my hours a little bit because of the heat and because it's just not good for plants to plant when it's that hot and humid. And although I still have plants that I bought months ago that we haven't planted, the plants that I bought yesterday will be easier to get in. And I've been wanting to change this area along our driveway or our garage side of our house. So I'm going to show you the plants that I bought. I'm just checking out the herb garden at the moment. I feel like I should have cut these drops of Jupiter oregano back all of the way. But the pollinators really love the flowers and I didn't want to cut everything back for them. And unfortunately, we did lose several zinnias because oregano tends to be a real thug in the garden, particularly the drops of Jupiter. So if you want to buy Proven Winners drops of Jupiter oregano, just keep that in mind. They are big. I think before we cut these back, they were like probably 2 feet by 2 feet with the potential to get bigger. So they will overshadow a lot of stuff. But anyway, so let's go take a look at what I bought. And maybe you guys can actually help me place them. I was hoping we wouldn't have to move anything to put them in, but we actually might have to. So let's go this way. So there's been a lot of changes in here in the last few months. Obviously we planted these Donica arbs, respaced the Carex Evergold, got rid of 3 Arctic Fire red twig dogwoods that just got really too big for this space. We do not have a lot of room here on the side of the house, and the 3 Arctic Fire dogwoods were where the 3 Castle Keep hollies are now. So there's a Castle Keep holly there, Castle Keep there, Castle Keep there. And although these Castle Keep hollies will get as big as the Arctic Fire dogwoods, so both, according to Proven Winners, will grow 3 to 5 feet tall and wide. However, the Arctic Fires got much bigger than that here, much taller and much wider, so that we could not walk up this path. And the Castle Keep hollies will be more upright growing since they're evergreen, a little bit sturdier stems. Not that the Arctic Fires didn't have sturdy stems, but we cut them back on occasion to keep the really red stems so that you would have winter interest here, and that keeps the stems a little bit less strong. So they tend to, I don't want to say weep, but they would arch over this walkway. And another reason why I replaced them is because, as with all dogwoods, especially in the heat and humidity of summer, they just get spot and mildew, and not really a nice look for the front of house. So we did move the red twig dogwoods up to our wooded area, and they will grow happily up there. They'll be fine. There goes my neighbor's air conditioner. Anyway, so originally, I wasn't going to plant anything else here. However, since the Arctic Fire dogwoods did get so big, and now obviously the Castle Keep hollies are young and they're small, it creates a gap here. So it's just a lot of mulch and not much else. So I bought 2 Firelight Tidbit hydrangeas, which I believe are the newest panicle hydrangeas from Proven Winners. Yeah, Tidbit. So these are like 2 by 2, and I feel like even when these hollies get bigger, and we'll prune the hollies if they get too big, these tidbits will stay nicely small here, so they will not impede walking up the flagstone path. And they'll take up some space. They will bloom all summer, which I think right up front here is sorely needed. And I also bought 3 cat's pajamas, catmint. So, still struggling with where I want to place these though. So I feel like they will fill in nicely in the space between the Castle Keep hollies, but I was almost thinking, so we have these two spreading veronicas, creeping veronicas. There's one there, that's the green, and there's another one here. And they really only bloom in the spring. They're really pretty purple flowers, but then they're done and we're just left with green, which we have a lot of over here, and I wanted something that was going to flower all summer. And again, the cat's pajamas will do that, and they won't get as big as Walker's Low here because, again, I don't have a lot of room. So, I don't know, I'm going to play around with this a little. Maybe you can help. An angle shot there. Do I put the firelight tidbits in the space between the three hollies where they are now? Move the two veronicas and put them there, and maybe the cat's pajamas would go as like facers to the hollies, and maybe I get more cat's pajamas. I'm just not sure. And unfortunately I can't place the hydrangeas. Well, I could try. This veronica is supposed to be lightly tolerant of foot traffic, so maybe if I put the pots on top of the veronica, I can see what the hydrangeas would look like there, and then put the cat's pajamas catmint where the hydrangeas are now and see what that looks like. So I'm going to play around with that a little bit, and I'll show you what that might look like, and maybe you can tell me if that looks better. So stay tuned. Okay, so I moved things around a bit. Now obviously if I was going to put the cat's pajamas down here, I'd need to get at least 3 more. But that's what the hydrangeas would look like here. I don't know, I kind of like that. Obviously I can't put them in the exact location because I don't really want to flatten the veronica, but the veronica would have to move. So this hydrangea here would probably go to the right slightly. And then this one here would come forward a little bit. And then I would have, so there's 2 cat's pajamas here and there's 1 here. I feel like I don't know, I need at least 3 more. I know you're not supposed to plant in even numbers, but I'd rather have too little and still be able to add, because once you buy too many plants, then you're stuck figuring out where to put them. So I feel like maybe 2 cat's pajamas here and 3 there maybe. I almost feel like I can even get another firelight tidbit and put it where this daylily is. I'm really trying to get rid of these daylilies. They're just, I don't know. To me, they tend to look ratty by this time of the year with all the brown leaves. And we have 18 of them. We already got rid of 3. And I just really don't want to go around cleaning up 18 daylilies. So that's on my agenda, to try to give those away in the next few weeks and plant more things like catmint and panicle hydrangeas that will bloom all summer without really having to do much. Now the catmint, you do have to deadhead a little bit, but they tend to stay a little bit neater looking than the daylilies. So anyway, I don't know. I think these 3 brass buckle hollies should have been spaced better too, but we'll deal with that at another time. I also have a blue mist spirea, a caryopteris that self-seeded itself back here that probably needs a little bit more sun, although it seems to be doing fine. I can even move that out here somewhere or just someplace else in the yard. But anyway, let me know what you think. I feel like I definitely need some filler plants in this area where the 3 Castle Keep hollies are. Things that are going to stay small. I don't want to plant annuals. I want something more permanent that will not overtake this area even once mature. So let me know which spacing, which plants you liked where here. The panicle hydrangeas up there and the catmint down here, or vice versa. I'm going to live with it for a little bit before we get to plant these. Sometimes that's a good idea. Live with plants somewhere. You might decide that where you thought you wanted them is not the ideal location. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to let me know what you think of what I should put where. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So this is just a close-up shot of what these daylilies look like midsummer. And you can see lots of brown, tattered foliage. I mean, they're still blooming, but much more sporadically than they were at the end of May and into June and even early July. And my feeling actually is here to get another hydrangea, a panicle, quickfire fab, 3 to 5 feet tall and wide. I think they would fit nicely here. I'd also like to get rid of these asters because these were just a transplant from a fall container we had bought at a local garden center, and thought we would put them in the landscape because asters are a nice fall blooming perennial. They can take the wet soil here, but actually they all look ratty too. So I feel like get rid of the asters and just put one, oh gosh, what are they called? Little quickfire. Did I say that before? I don't think I did. Little quickfire, 3 to 5 feet tall and wide. I think it'll fit nicely here. Again, bloom all summer. I also wanted to put a little quickfire down here where we have 3 more daylilies. So we have 3 on each side. There's just not as much room here, I think, for a little quickfire. We might be able to fit it in and just keep it pruned. There's a little bit less room down here. But anyway, I just wanted to show you what the daylilies look like and why I want to get rid of them.